Two friends from Jammu, bound by their passion for food, music and travel, set up Rasta in Delhi in 2012. The first one in House Khas, the second one at Cyber Hub in Gurgaon, and the third one in Khar in Mumbai. With me here today is the man himself, Joy Singh, one of the partners, who's going to tell me a little more about the concept of Rasta, what success means to them, and what is it like to be an entrepreneur. Hi, Joy.
Hi.
So if you could just sort of tell us what did, how did Rasta really come about, and how did Rahul and you sort of get together?
So both of us, we come back from a very different background. We're not from F&B at all.
Okay.
Okay. So he's an IT consultant. I'm from an export house.
Okay.
So one day we were just discussing how we love servicing people and how we should get into F&B and see what it is like, and if we find anything missing in the other places, or if we find that we can improve something, let's just do it.
Lovely.
So that's how F&B happened.
Okay.
And Rasta per se, when we started thinking about lounge, me and Rahul, we've been ardent reggae followers since our childhood. We've grown up listening to reggae on that front. So once we guys started thinking what lounge to open, what theme lounge to open, the only thing we couldn't find was a reggae lounge in India.
True.
And that's how Rasta happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so once this sort of concept came into play, I mean, how did the funding bit happen? Was it, what kind of capital did you start with? Was it personal, was it a loan?
Yeah, we guys don't believe, and we still haven't got out for funding till now.
Okay.
Okay, it's still a very self-funded project till date. That's and let's hope it stays that way, because I don't know, we come from a very different background where we are not that comfortable.
Sure.
Yeah, letting the funds out or getting funds from outside and basically being answerable to someone. Yeah.
So it was personal capital that you started with.
Yes.
Okay. So it was that much more of a risk and responsibility, perhaps.
It was a plunge into a market where we had no experience of.
Right.
And then from the other side, basically, and then it was just let's do it. What can go wrong if both of us are working hard towards it and in the right direction? So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Joy. If sort of personal capital and sort of really the eagerness to take a risk and get into it, the thick of things really that happened. So, but what kind of sort of planning or what kind of work did you sort of put in before you actually finally took the real plunge once you had made up your minds?
It's a very different story. It was one night we guys were drinking and we said that let's open a restaurant.
Really?
And that's how it happened. He wanted to shift. I wanted to shift out of Jammu. He wanted to shift out of Jammu at that time because we recently shifted back, completing our education and all the other things. So yeah, we thought let's take that plunge and see how it goes. And
so it was like an overnight decision.
Yes.
Wow, that's really brave. And do you think really that somewhere deep down you always had this entrepreneurial bug in you and even your partner, or was it something that you sort of learned it along the way as you went along?
See, every day is a learning experience. So you learn, you adapt to things, and that's how. As far as the entrepreneurial skills concerned, that I don't know. We were just there, and we never thought in those lines that okay, if this happens, do we have it in ours? Do we need to do a job? We just wanted to do it.
So possibly it was the passion which sort of overrode everything else.
Everything else. Yeah.
Absolutely. So that brings me to the next question, Joy. Do you really think that passion is obviously the sort of the starting point for any entrepreneur, or does hard work, skills, knowledge, and perhaps even luck play a role?
See, luck obviously it plays a lot of role. So luck is there, but then yes, hard work. As you see, hard work never goes waste. So yeah, that's the main thing. If you're dedicated to one thing and in the right direction. So that makes a lot of difference.
But if you were to rate these qualities, which one would you rate as the first one?
The first one was always passion.
Okay.
Okay. Then hard work followed it, and then maybe luck was there. Yeah. So luck, timing was on our side at that time. That's what played the part.
Sort of right things fell in the sort of
right place at the right time.
Time. Okay. Great. What were the kind of typical mistakes you think entrepreneurs make in the first year, and what were the tough lessons you learned?
See, what we guys believe today, and we guys help others also on that front, new people who are coming into this industry, and for that matter, any industry. It's that one, we should never leave our roots.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we should always stay focused and believe in our project and our product. So it shouldn't be on those lines that okay, someone else is doing well and you keep following the other person.
True,
It never works like that.
Right, lots of people today sort of want to do that. It appears to be a very glamorous and exciting field to get into, and you know.
Yeah, the herd mentality doesn't work in this line.
Very true.
So that's
very
the
true. I
basic
totally
part.
agree. But looking back, it's 5 years, is it?
Yeah, 5.5 years.
Oh yes. So I mean, in the first year, what were the tough lessons that you learned, and what were the sort of the learnings that, or the mistakes that you all made, if any?
Being in India, and especially being in North India, there were a lot of we learned a lot, because we guys also come from North of India, so we guys are very Punjabi centric community there. So opening a reggae lounge where you don't play any Hindi, no Punjabi, and play all sorts of underground music, that was a challenge to start with.
Okay, that's interesting.
So but then if you slowly and steadily make people adapt to the place, and it's the vibe that we work on rather than one quality of the whole product. So if you give them an experience, they'll always come back.
Back to it, yes. So what is that one thing that you really think, Joy, sets Rasta apart from anything else in the country?
It's the vibe.
Oh wow,
it's
that's how you would sum it up. The vibe, okay.
Yeah, like the product that we built, and now I can say it because we wanted to build that kind of a product where a guy coming in the morning is comfortable, a guy in the afternoon and night. Like we've had tables who've come here, who've been our first tables, and the same table has been our last table to leave also.
Wow.
So we've had tables like those also.
Okay, that's
the kind of vibe we want to build, and that's our biggest. I don't know. It's not about money. It's not about anything else. That whole experience, when a customer says that to you, I think that's where you see and feel that okay, something has happened.
Of course, absolutely. A lot of people, as I mentioned earlier, Joy, today want to get into this, food and beverage space. It's glamorous, exciting. Maybe they think that the returns are great. So do you really think, and plus global investors are eyeing this space in a big way. So do you think it's the right time for people to get into this?
See, if you have the product right, that means that you're not following anyone. It's not the herd mentality that's taking your decisions over. So if you have a concept and you're ready to stick by it, okay, go ahead with it, and that's what, and it is the right time. It's never a wrong time to enter a market, be it any line of work. It's that if you're focused, if you're dedicated, if you think you can do it, and if you can lead it rather than follow someone else.
Absolutely.
And that's about it.
Okay. So obviously there's no good time to get into any business, especially not the food and beverage. But overall, generally, there's been the market has been very buoyant, and I think a lot of exciting things are happening in the food and beverage space.
After like India has opened up to tourism so much, and we Indians have started traveling so much, we guys are now very well aware of the food that is there around the world, and then we demand that in our home cities because we also want change. That experience, that kind of change. So that's why you see a lot of different cuisines, a lot of different presentations, a lot of different concepts coming to India. There are Mediterranean restaurants, there are Italian restaurants, there are different kind of there are different kind of lounges. Okay, there are different kind of bars. So that all becomes a part of your life because now people are well traveled.
Totally.
Yeah.
So what next? What's anything new, exciting on the cards?
Let's see what happens next. We've always worked like that. So we'll just settle this one first for another 6-8 months. Because we are self-funded, so we work on a very slow pace on that front. That once we settle one outlet, then we shift to the other one.
Okay. So. And how would you really sum up the success of Rasta, Joy? How would you say, looking back these 5 years, which have been so hugely successful? You're a household name in Delhi and Gurgaon, frankly, and of course now in Mumbai. So how would you really sum up what, according to you, is your success mantra?
See, according to us, what we do is that all our regulars and all the people who work with us, they're a part of Rasta family, and that's what we call. So they're not our customers, or they're not working for us, the other one. So it's just they're a part of Rasta family, and we're one huge group who likes to chill every day together, who likes to party every day together. And that's the biggest compliment I've ever got, and that's I think that's the only thing that sets us apart, and that's the backbone of Rasta, I might say.
So according to you, that is perhaps what has really led to Rasta being so successful.
Yeah, you make a customer that comfortable that he or she wants to come here 7 days a week, and that's it.
Wow, that's sounds really interesting and very, very simple.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Joy.
Thanks a lot.
That was Joy Singh of Rasta, one of the partners, telling me about what his success mantra is. If you enjoy watching Minnie's Food Fundas, do subscribe to my channel.